Welcome back, friends. Today, we're in a quiet Ukrainian village where love smells like baked bread and the sound of laughter fills the evening air. We're making a simple romantic dinner, the kind that doesn't need fancy candles, just two hearts and a table that's seen generations share stories. My husband went out to pick chamomile, a small bouquet just for me. In our village, that's how love speaks, softly, without words. It's a tradition here, to give what the earth offers, to show love through small, real things. And when he walks back with that handful of flowers, I know this is what home feels like. If you feel the warmth of this moment too, the calm, the love, the little things that make life beautiful, stay with us. Subscribe, and let's keep sharing the taste of home, one story at a time. He's coming back now. I can see him from the garden path. His hands full of wildflowers, his smile softer than the evening light. Today feels different, like time itself slowed down to watch us. Maybe because it's our little celebration, an anniversary, a day that feels like love. He even made tea for the two of us. There's something sacred about that, how a simple cup can hold so much care. I've always believed that real romance is brewed slowly, like this tea, in quiet moments between ordinary days. And then, the gifts. He always acts shy when giving them, as if afraid I might not like what he's chosen, but I always do. Tonight, it's a box of candies, the kind we used to buy when we barely had money for anything else. Sweet, nostalgic, and so us. And this necklace, delicate, silver, with a small charm that looks like a heart and a drop of light at the same time. He said it reminded him of me, calm but bright. I laughed, but I think I'll remember that line for years. You know, when I was little, I thought love had to be loud. Fireworks, big gestures, music that makes the neighbors complain. But growing up here taught me something else. Real love whispers. It smells like baked bread, tastes like homemade tea, and comes back home with flowers in its hands. Oh, my friend has just arrived to congratulate us, carrying a small bouquet and a carefully wrapped gift. Her laughter fills the room immediately, and it feels like the house has grown warmer just because she's here. I really love these little gatherings. The way everyone brings a piece of their heart, the chatter and smiles mixing with the aroma of tea and freshly baked treats. It's simple, yet it feels so complete. These moments might seem small to others, but for us, they are the essence of celebration. Friends, gifts, warmth, and the quiet joy of being together, making memories that linger long after the days like these. My husband has gone out to mow the hay, and I'm heading to the garden to gather berries for our dessert. In Ukraine, picking fresh berries is almost a ritual. It's a way to start the day connected to nature, to the rhythm of the seasons. Did you know that in Ukrainian cuisine, berries are often eaten with sour cream, cottage cheese, or added to morning porridge? It's a tradition that balances sweetness with creamy or slightly tangy flavors, creating simple yet unforgettable dishes. Strawberries, raspberries, and currants are especially popular. Families often grow them in their own gardens, so every bite carries the taste of home, the sun, the soil, and hours of love poured into the plants. Berries are also used for jams, syrups, and even traditional desserts like vareniki with berries. In Ukrainian culture, they're not just food, they're memories, gifts from the garden that bring everyone together around the table. All right, let's move on to making a dessert. I'm starting by breaking chocolate cookies into pieces. This will be our base. Did you know that layered desserts like this have roots in Ukrainian home cooking, where nothing goes to waste and every ingredient tells a story? Next, I'm spreading fresh, creamy cottage cheese on top. Cottage cheese has been a staple in Ukrainian kitchens for centuries, valued for its versatility and subtle flavor that pairs perfectly with sweet or tart toppings. Now comes the fun part, adding the berries. In Ukraine, people often combine berries with dairy or baked goods because it brings out the natural sweetness and adds a refreshing burst of flavor. Here's a little life hack. Mash the cookies slightly so they absorb moisture from the cottage cheese, creating a soft, pudding-like texture that's irresistible. Now we're moving on to preparing dinner, and the star of the evening will be turkey fillet. I'll sear it to perfection, and I promise it's going to be a wow moment on the plate. Turkey wasn't always common in Ukrainian kitchens. It became more popular in the 20th century, introduced from North America, but it quickly found its place in festive meals and family gatherings. Historically, turkey fillet was a luxury item, often reserved for holidays or special occasions like Christmas or weddings. Its tender meat symbolized abundance and care for loved ones.
Митя, Митька. На, на маленька, на маленька. Тут, ось тут, ось тут, ось тут.
In rural villages, families who could afford it would roast turkey for large gatherings. The dish was considered a statement of generosity. Serving it meant honoring guests and celebrating togetherness. Turkey fillet is prized for its lean, juicy meat, which absorbs flavors beautifully. Traditionally, it was marinated with herbs and spices that were available locally: dill, garlic, paprika, giving it a unique Ukrainian touch. If you're enjoying these moments of cooking, don't forget to subscribe. Let's keep sharing the warmth, traditions, and little joys of life together.
Зустрілись ми з тобою у яречі, жалі смуток залишилися у тім серці.
Meanwhile, I've already seasoned the turkey fillet with a carefully chosen blend of herbs and spices. On top, I place generous slices of cheese that will slowly melt over the fillet, creating a rich, golden layer. This simple step transforms the dish, making it not just flavorful, but visually inviting. Now comes the classic technique, wrapping the fillet in parchment. This method seals in the juices and flavors, ensuring the meat stays tender, aromatic, and perfectly cooked, just like the grandmothers used to do. Wrapping in parchment also prevents the cheese from browning too fast and gives the spices time to infuse deeply. By the time it comes out of the oven, every bite is a balance of tender meat, melted cheese, and fragrant herbs. Now, I'm carefully flipping the turkey fillet to the other side, making sure the cheese and spices stay perfectly in place. This step helps the meat cook evenly, locking in all the flavors we've layered so thoughtfully. Next, I'm preparing a fresh, vibrant salad to complement our dinner. I start by carefully laying a bed of crisp, green lettuce leaves, making sure each leaf looks full and inviting, the foundation of a perfect salad. On top of the lettuce, I add colorful slices of bell peppers and cucumbers, along with small cubes of cheese. To finish, I drizzle a light, creamy dressing over everything. And of course, I add some berries. Now it's time to check on our turkey fillet. I gently open the parchment just a little, carefully peeking inside to see how it's cooking and ensuring that all the flavors are blending perfectly. My husband has returned for a few minutes, just in time to join me before dinner. It's those small moments together that feel the most precious. We sit down with our little pets around us, their soft presence making this place feel cozy and alive. How much I love these little gatherings with him and our animals, sharing quiet time along the day.
Добре, я готую вечерю, вже будемо вечеряти. Та Мурочка хоче молока. Хоче. І моя кнопа теж хоче молока. Вона дивись, який животик наїла.
My husband has gone to feed the cows, preparing for the milking. In Ukraine, dairy farming has been a central part of rural life for centuries, connecting families to the land and their daily rhythms. Traditionally, cows were kept not just for milk, but as a symbol of wealth and stability. A family with healthy cows could sustain itself through winter, making dairy a cornerstone of home life. Feeding the cows properly is essential. Ukrainian farmers often give them fresh hay and grains, which affects the richness and flavor of the milk, something passed down from generation to generation. Milking in Ukraine has historically been both a chore and a ritual. Families would gather early in the morning or late in the evening, singing or chatting to keep the mood light while tending to the animals. Did you know that some Ukrainian villages still practice hand milking techniques, even with modern tools available? It's believed to create creamier milk and maintain a closer bond with the cows. In many households, the milk would be immediately used to make cottage cheese, sour cream, and butter, all staples in traditional Ukrainian cuisine. Each product carried the flavor of the farm and the season.
Давай я тобі поможу. Всі хочуть молока.
My husband has returned, and now it's time to give everyone their milk. The cows have been patient, and the routine finally comes together. Finally, evening has arrived, and I'm wearing this beautiful white dress. There's something truly magical about dressing up, even for a quiet celebration at home. It transforms an ordinary night into a moment that feels sacred, special, and entirely ours. The cats and our little puppy are already excited, circling around eagerly, tails wagging and whiskers twitching, waiting for their share. Tonight, we're celebrating our day together, just the two of us, surrounded by the warmth of candlelight, the gentle hum of the evening, and the little traditions that make our life uniquely ours. Every detail feels intentional, every gesture filled with care. Look at our table. It's simple, yet so inviting. Each dish tells a story, from the roasted turkey fillet to the fresh salad and desserts, arranged with love. The flowers, the candles, even the placement of the plates speak of the thought we put into making this night memorable. I remember when we first began these small celebrations years ago. Back then, we didn't have much, just a shared smile, a little food, and plenty of laughter. Yet, somehow, those humble beginnings feel even more precious now because they laid the foundation for all the joy we share today. The candlelight dances across his face, highlighting the quiet happiness that fills the room. It's in these intimate moments that I understand the true meaning of celebration, not extravagance, but presence, connection, and love shared in silence as much as in words.
Не солодкі такі, скажи, хто цілував їх без мене, а уста вже не ті, не солодкі такі, скажи, хто цілував їх без мене. Васька кушай, не слушай.
Sometimes I think about how many evenings we've spent like this, learning together, growing together, making memories that will outlast the passing of time. Each celebration strengthens our bond and fills our hearts with gratitude for the life we've built.
Чоловік без жінку не бив, як п'яний язичок. Чоловік без жінку не бив ніколи, ніколи. Якби вона й говорила, до нього повола.
If you've enjoyed sharing this special evening with us, don't forget to subscribe and join our journey. Let's keep celebrating the little moments, the traditions, and the love that makes life so beautiful. And now, it's time to dance together. There's something truly magical about moving to music in our living room. Just the two of us, completely present in the moment, forgetting everything else outside these four walls. I've always loved these spontaneous moments, when laughter blends with rhythm, when the day's worries dissolve, and all that remains is joy, connection, and the simple pleasure of being together.
Нам з тобою місяць зорі дарував, дарував. Нам з тобою місяць хмари дарував, дарував. Чом, чом, я полина, чом, чом. Краса дівчини так запала в серденько мені.
Dancing like this reminds me why I cherish our life so deeply. It's the little shared joys, the everyday celebrations, and the comfort of knowing we can be fully ourselves together that make everything feel truly complete.